I hear that you miss me, well I don't miss you. Guess we know who was benefiting who. Thought I'd be around for all your ups and downs. Done with these cycles, I ain't your fucking clown. What is up, besties? It's your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video. How did y'all feel about the intro? Do not skip the outro. That's the best part. Me and my producer bud have been working on it. It's a rough draft, but I can't wait another week to make content. So you'll see. It'll get better as it goes. We'll see. So basically in today's video, I felt like I would do a crowd pleaser because I am not really I haven't been focused on YouTube because I've been writing a song. That was the exciting part, and you'll see at the end why it's so important to me. So I figured I'll do a reading that you guys always ask me to do, and I never really say yes to these days because I have a whole playlist. I want to look into Taylor Swift and Travis. Now, if you've been following me for a while, I have a whole freaking playlist dedicated to Taylor Swift. You could see how their relationship has, in my opinion, gone relationships should get better. This shit's been tricked. It reminds me so much of Kim Kardashian when she dated Pete Davidson. It was like I want something different, but then you don't even like it. So in today's video, what I want to take a look at is how is their relationship. I saw in the comments that there was a rumor that they might be getting engaged or something like that. I saw on Google how Taylor's made the NFL over $1 billion since they've been dating. Like, I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune in my mind's eye, and I'm seeing it on top of both their heads. But then I see the Five of Cups over her head too. So I don't know that she's that happy. And I'm hearing Britney Spears, I'm not that innocent. So anyway, I'm going to take a look at the relationship. We'll give the update because the people want what the people want. So, and as always, don't forget to look at the community posts because you might not get notified about it, but I do update you guys so you know where I'm at and where everything's at. So, yeah, let me do a couple things real quick. Then we'll cover the summary of the video and then we'll get into it. So first, I got to do a bestie shout out because this past week, I swear to God, we're all connected. Like, it's crazy. I don't know if y'all been going through some shit, but I've been really like cleaning out my closet Eminem style, like looking at shit for what it is and stepping into my power. We're probably feeling it because of, like, if you're watching this when I put it out, Aries season is coming, so that could be it too. I was outside today for the first time in a long time where I didn't have to be hiding in my car. That was fantastic. So anyway, my bestie Kelly, which I talk to a lot, she's such a sweetheart. I appreciate you so much, girl. She actually sent me a box of, oh my God, they were so good, chocolate covered freaking Oreos. It was so hard not to eat them all in one sitting. So she said some more chocolate for the difficult days, and it came right around the time I was having a difficult time. I actually took the week off because it was like, if y'all didn't see my community post, I fell down the stairs. I mean, like, wind knocked out of me in bed for a few days. God was like, bitch, if you don't sit, I'm gonna force you. So thank you so much, Kelly. That really did help while I was going through it. I really appreciate everyone who you know, goes on my Amazon wish list. I keep these. I have a whole bag full of these, and they honestly make me feel better on days where, you know, shit's just tough. But before we get into today's video, if you're new here, bestie, I think this is my third time working with them, I think. But today we are unboxing with Mother Lovin' Otter Spirit. So if you've never heard of Otter Spirit, they are grade AA and AAA authentic crystal bracelets. I have not looked at them yet. I just gave them ideas of the ones I liked, and then they sent them to me. So you are going to see them as I see them. But anyway, this company is not even that old, just a couple of years old. We love to support our small businesses, and I don't know about y'all, but I've gotten some crystal bracelets off of Amazon, and they break within a month or two, and they're garbage. Otter Spirit, since I've gotten them, like, y'all, I've been wearing them in the videos. I have a bunch of them. Like, pretty soon I'm going to be just all Otter Spirit. So let's take a look at them. The boxes are even nice. I reused the boxes. I must have... Maybe when I opened it, I lost the card. I don't know where the card... Oh, okay. We're just getting right into it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have no idea which one this is. I'm going to be honest. But look at that blue. Oh, my God. Doesn't that remind you, if you're like my age, maybe... I don't even know if they still sell them. That cotton candy lollipops at the checkout counter at grocery stores. Maybe. I don't know. And they also have little otters on the bracelets as well. And if you're super spiritual, when it comes to putting animals on you, like, for instance, I have a whole sleeve tattoos of animals. It's so I can help embody the beneficial energies of those animals. So not only are you wearing good quality, doesn't fall apart, had these for months, they're wonderful, but on top of that, you're going to have the spirit of otters, quite literally, in your energy body. So let's take a look at this one. Y'all, I really don't even remember. Oh, hell yeah. I've been working on the self-love too. And like I've said before, see, AAA grade, they give you, I cannot think, y'all. Bear with me here. They give you, not an anthem. Why am I hearing anthem? You don't want to be just like you. Spirit's trying to help me because I got a little brain fog. Rose quartz obviously helps with the heart chakra, but they tell you on that so that you know. You can decide based on zodiac signs. If you don't really know what crystals would be best for you, you can set intentions with them. And I know this is going to be gorgeous because it's rose quartz. So come on now. Ready, ready, ready? Are we ready? Boom, bitches. Oh my God. I love how it's like not intense because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think you could tell from my personality. I'm not a pink type of person. Not anything against that. It just looks weird when someone like me wears it. And again, with the beautiful little otter there. And reminding y'all that each time you buy a bracelet from them, they donate $1 to this otter refuge, because that's how this whole journey started. They fell in love with otters and decided that they wanted to help them. And y'all know me with my passion for mental health. I understand what it's like to really want to dedicate to a cause. So this is going to nonprofits as well for animals. Like, we got to love that, right? All right, hematite. Y'all know me. Hematite is one of my top 3 favorite crystals. Hematite, selenite, 2 favorite, would not go without, especially as a spiritual worker, and labradorite, major ones if you are empathic, working in the spiritual field. I know I'm going to love this. I love the black crystals. Look at that. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh my God, this is so pretty. I forget to look at the camera sometimes, so sometimes if it's out of whack, that's because I'm whack, y'all. I'm whack. Look at that. That is so absolutely stunning. So if you like good quality, authentic crystals made by people who actually care, not just some big corporate conglomerate, then bestie, I got a discount code for you. It will be in the description box as well as pinned in the comments. So please, please go ahead and check these guys out. They are so kind. I had an issue with sizing and they were really quick to email me back. And like I said, they donate to otters, and who doesn't freaking love that? So thank you so much, Otter Spirit, for sponsoring this video. By the time I open the other ones you've sent me, I'm not going to be wearing any other form of crystals but yours. And honestly, you really are grade AAA authentic. So check them out. Give it a quick look. You know, treat yourself, bestie. You deserve it. Spring is coming, and good is coming along with it. So thank you again, Otter Spirit. Don't forget to check them out. Worth every freaking penny. They have yet to break on me, y'all. And I shower every day like a normal person. I take them off. You ever get them where you take it off once or twice and they shatter? Not these guys. So without further ado, besties, let's get into this. So I want to look at, is their relationship... I mean, the last time I checked out their relationship, just check out the playlist, Taylor Swift playlist. That's how many times we covered them. The last time I checked out their relationship, it seems like, yeah, I'm hearing buyer's remorse and I'm being shown Taylor Swift. So I don't think she's happy anymore. I think she feels like she's stuck. But I want to see, how is their relationship going? How is Travis feeling? He feels... every time I tap into his energy, I hear the song Womanizer. And now he's got a show on Amazon. So it's like... I just heard Cash Cow too. So, you know, karma a little bit, not gonna lie. But let's check the cards. Let's get an update. What's going on with Taylor and Travis? All right. So I shuffled off camera, but as always, I'm going to shuffle some more time so that y'all don't say that I didn't shuffle. As always, these are all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to keep making these videos. Because taking a week off definitely wasn't in the cards, get it? The dooch for me, but I had to. So, yeah. Let's find out any and everything we can. What is going on with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And if you haven't, bestie, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and put those notifications on so that you do not miss out. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. Well, the Blake Lively shit is still kind of messing with Taylor, and I feel like she's almost kind of... I'm seeing someone... Yeah, I'm hearing Eminem cleaning out my closet. Sorry, I can't sit still in her energy. And the deck was so hard to shuffle. So I definitely think Taylor's going through kind of like a quarter life crisis, midlife crisis, somewhere in between. She feels stabbed in the back by Blake Lively. Personally, I don't buy that she'll be friends with her. Or if she will, it's more like I'm going to get you before you get me. You don't like, every time I tap into that energy, I keep hearing I think it's Cardi I'm channeling, so I can't remember, where she goes, play with my money, might as well spit in my food. So Taylor does not play when it comes to her celebrity. That's kind of bothering her right now. So it's almost like I can't really focus on Travis that much anyway, because I'm trying to do my due diligence to make sure that Blake Lively does not take me down with her. But with 8 of Cups in the reverse being the first card, this is like, I put so much energy into this relationship. I've already invested so much, but I want to walk away. Because if that's the first card that comes out, that's like a lot of couples we see today where it's like they're miserably ever after. Like, that's kind of the vibe. It's like, oh my God, am I really doing this again? Am I really settling again? Like, she's definitely not happy. It's giving quarter life crisis. 6 of Swords. Yeah, but resisting change. And then remember, I was just bringing out Blake. I almost wonder if she's afraid of losing the camaraderie that she felt when she was with the football. Because I'm being drawn to how she got booed at the Super Bowl. I think she misses being a part of, like, because I'm hearing like sister wives, but they're trying to get me to notice the wives of the football players. She likes that sense of like community. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Spirit. And so she's afraid of like what she would lose by losing him. But it's like, she doesn't really, every time I tap into it, she sees him as like an ape. Like, she sees him as intellectually beneath her. And so it irritates her. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like, if the love languages don't math up the way you need them to, it doesn't work, right? Like, I'm an intellectual. I need a fellow intellectual. I think that Taylor's actually quite smart. He's not. He's pretty minimalistic type of energy. And so it's like, ugh, like, I feel like, you ever date that guy where he's just sitting there talking about something and you're like, I would rather watch paint dry. You're so boring. Like, I feel like that's how Taylor feels towards Travis. It's like, oh my God. Like, do I really want to keep doing this? But she's so concerned about, like, happily ever after. What does that look like for me? I don't want to look stupid. The public is always trying to watch me fall. It's like, no matter what I do, it's never good enough. And so it's like, I have to pretend like I'm happy because I don't want people to get the satisfaction of me not being happy. I definitely think that the booing in the Super Bowl definitely made her rethink her life, because it's like, oh my God, I thought people loved me. Like, look at how one person looks sad, one person looks snobby. I think these are the emotions that she kind of switches in between. I mean, she has a Sagittarius mutable energy, so she does go back and forth. But it's just like, she doesn't see him in her future. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I don't care what the internet says. You know that they pay off Google and shit, allegedly. No facts here. She doesn't see a life with him. It's like, this was fun, but how do I get out of it? It's, if you guys have ever seen the show Friends, there's this episode where Ross and Chandler are trying to quit the gym and they're trying to quit the bank, but they're like people pleasers, so they're afraid. And it's like, I want to quit the gym. Like, but that's Taylor's energy. It's like, I just want to, like, you know what they're showing me is like when Britney Spears shaved her head. It's like, I'm just fed up. Like, it's giving Miley Cyrus, I want to go on a rampage. I keep hearing the song, I Can't Be Tamed. Taylor is kind of giving me like ticking time bomb energy. Yeah, 4 of Wands in reverse. This is like, my happiness is not here. I'm over the viral parts. I mean, she's not over being worshipped. She's over the worshiping of shipping her with Travis. It's like, how do I get out of this? I'm over it. Like, you know, when you're a serial monogamist, because I used to be like this, you got buyer's remorse, but then you want to save face because you don't want people, like, just having 5,000 friends on Facebook tell you you're stupid. Like, that shit hurts, you know? So it's like, she's afraid of the repercussions because she doesn't want bad press. Like, that's all she cares about is the press. What? Bro, did I not say that? Did I not say that? And that's one of the first cards to come out, because y'all know I do Rose of 6. She's going through a crisis where it's like, where do I head next? What do I do? And you know what's weird? I know a lot of you have been saying something about how Joe Alwyn's the dude she can't get over. I don't know why, but I'm being drawn to him. And it's like, what if, could have, should have is what I just heard. Is she still hung up on Joe? Because I feel like, I don't remember my reading on Joe, but it almost feels like she sees Joe as more of a stable presence, whereas Travis is like, woo, yeah, fame, and just like low IQ. Like, I don't mean to drag the dude, but
if you ever dated someone that wasn't as intelligent as you, I feel like you'd understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard when the language barrier is there, and she's feeling it. And I think that she's kind of reminiscent on her past relationships. And it's like, what did I like? What didn't I like? Where was I wrong? Like, it's actually kind of self-reflective, which I'm kind of surprised, because usually Taylor kind of turns her head towards self-reflection. But I think she's getting to this place where she's like, I'm at the age where I do want to settle down, and I'm at the age where I do want the happily ever after and the kids and the white picket fence. So was it Joe that had an issue with her like chasing fame? Because now I'm hearing Adele, should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements even if it gets nowhere? She's at this headspace where it's like, I've been driving full force for everything I've ever wanted and I'm not happy. So what's the point? This could be, I'm a little worried, unless she spins it in a way, because you know her, she turns shit into music, and I get it, I do it myself. But there's something here where it's like, yeah, like I'm hearing JoJo Get Out right now. Like she might end up doing more, like they're drawing me to Sabrina Carpenter. What's she known for? Like the raciness, the sexiness. She might change it up, because I'm being drawn to Britney Spears, where it's like, oops, I did it again, where it's like, I may be the girl next door, but I'm also a bad bitch. So is Taylor headed towards a single era? Because I would not be shocked. She's sad. She's not happy. She's like, I got I can't express that enough. I have everything I want. Why am I not happy? Like, that's her headspace right now. And I think her biggest issue, y'all, it really, the Super Bowl definitely woke her up. It's like, I'm not happy, and now people don't like me. On top of that, I've been doing this for what? It's giving people pleaser, anxiously attached energy. She feeds off of when people love her. When people don't like her, she spirals. Like, I'm being drawn all the lines here, like spiraling. So now that it's like, okay, well, I'm getting booed and people don't like me, maybe I should start thinking about what I want. Because if you ever get to that place where it's like you can't fucking make people happy no matter what you do, so it's like, fuck it, I might as well do what makes me happy. That's honestly the way to go anyway. It's the way to your happiness. But I feel like that's where she is. And look at how the sun card, it's like her face is pointed towards the past, and with the shades, it's like an embarrassment. It's like, what did I do? I did all this for fame, and where did it get me? I'm not happy. Like, Taylor's energy is, I'm not happy. Change. She wants change. Why? I just heard he's a bitch boy. Like, I think that he does what I feel like he's gotten comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. He really likes the fame. He likes what comes with being with her. And there's a double message here, because this is also about Blake Lively. Is she an air sign? I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's something here about how he's more of the passive one. I mean, Libras are on the unevolved side. A lot of them can be conflict avoidant. So I think she wants a man. Yeah, I'm hearing the song, I want a man, not a boy who thinks he can. He's just not that. It's like, I'll say what you want me to say. I'll be who you need me to be. Give me the fame, please. Like, he doesn't love her. He loves the idea of her, and she don't like him. Like, and then there's something here about Blake Lively, so hold up. I think, you know how when you give a friend advice, and then you're like, fuck, I don't even take that advice. I think she's getting into this place, because we've done the Blake Lively readings where it's like Ryan Reynolds controls her life. I think in her giving Blake advice about like, dude, this guy is steamrolling your career, she's looking at herself and she's going, wait a minute. I do that. Wait a minute. My career is like leaning on Travis Kelce now. Like, how can I sit here and talk shit about Blake when I'm doing something similar? Maybe my man's not controlling and manipulative, but he is part of my brand and I don't even like him. So what the hell am I doing? Like, that's kind of her energy right now. I think that she got humbled between the Blake Lively thing and the Super Bowl. She's really reflective of like, where do I head going forward? And I kind of like that, because this Chariot card has a bird on here, which kind of reminds me of an owl, which reminds me of thinking intuitively, actually listening to your gut for once instead of your emotions or the public. So I think she's kind of leaning into her heart for once instead of her head. And remember how I was saying she might have a single arrow? Look how it says independent woman on there. I think she's thinking about it. I don't know if she could do it though, because you can't just go from serial monogamy to just single cold turkey. It's kind of hard. You have to actually do the self-reflective work. And this is reminding me of that SpongeBob meme where it's like, yeah, I lost all this weight, but he's like taping all of his skin to the back. It's like she's trying to pretend to be something she's not. She's not happy. She doesn't want to do it anymore. So now it's kind of like, how do I find a way forward? This reminds me of every time we see a couple break up and it's like our schedules didn't match up anymore, or we realized we were better off as friends and like they never actually tell us what's going on. I think Taylor's kind of trying to find a slow way out of this. What did I just say? The High Priestess is all about intuition. I just got it from the bird. Work-life balance. I think she's tired of pretending. I think she's getting to the point where it's like, if I want to be this famous, if I want the whole world to see me, they're not seeing me. They're seeing what I've created. They're seeing what my team's created. I also think there's an issue with her team where it's like, I wonder if they tell her to date or something like that, because it's like, I've created what is that song? Drew a perfect picture, thought I knew you well. I have a tendency of seeing shit that's not there. I know I butchered the hell out of that lyric. But there's something here where it's like checks and balances at work. It's not lining up for me. I'm not winning here. Yeah, I'm getting the fame. Yeah, I'm getting the fortune, but I'm not happy. And if you guys actually, this reminds me of like going rogue and going indie or something. Like, I'm not saying she's going to quit her label. I mean, that would be hard, right? Like she fought forever with Scooter Braun, but I think she's getting to this place where it's like, you don't tell me who I am, I tell me who I am. And frankly, I don't even fucking know who I am, but I'm tired of people telling me who I am. Like, I think she's sick of her family. I don't know what her story is with her family, but it's like her family and her team specifically. I don't know what her friend situation. I feel like a lot of her friends are people pleasers that kind of bow down to her, so they don't really count. It's more her family and her I don't know who she works for, but it's reminding me like maybe someone on her team was like, oh, do something differently. And, okay, so my internet sleuths, the people that know shit, because I'm seeing two businessmen shaking hands and then one of them going to Travis and one of them going to Taylor. So is it possible that someone on Taylor's team is friends with someone that's part of the NFL? Because all these fucking billionaires know each other. They all go to weird clubs together. Hello, look at where we're at today. So I almost wonder if this was like orchestrated to some extent, where it was like kind of pushing Taylor. Because it's reminding me of every time I do a Beyonce reading and I see her father pushing her onto Jay-Z. It's like, I feel like someone convinced Taylor early on that it was a good idea to date like out of her norm. But for them, it was a business deal for like NFL or something. Because I'm seeing like SpongeBob with the guy who wants all the money. Channel no brain here. Sorry, y'all. But I think she's starting to put the puzzle pieces together that like, I'm not me. I'm what people want me to be. And I don't like that anymore. Like, notice how these people keep having shades. Like, on the Sun card, there's shades. On the Magician, there's shades. It's like, you're not actually seeing me, and I hate that. Because if you're going to hate me for who I actually am. Don't hate me for what they created. And I just heard, don't hate me because you hate me. So there is a little bit of hostility there. All right, I do want to look into the Super Bowl, though, because I think we're kind of already getting that answer. But how'd she feel about being booed? Yeah, her life's falling apart. She feels like her life's falling apart. She does not like who she is right now, I'm going to be honest, which is kind of sad. She doesn't like where she's at in life, but she's worried about like creating stability that actually works for her, that actually makes her happy. And it ain't Travis. I don't care. I'm sorry, but it's just not Travis. I mean, he showed up as the Queen of Swords in reverse, which means that he's kind of womp, womp, womp is what I just heard. Like, I feel like he's a complainer. I feel like he's a whiner. And I feel like he doesn't... One thing I'll say, because I appreciate this energy, he doesn't really want for nothing. But I think having dated Taylor, it opened him up. Because it's reminding me of the movie Free Guy, where he puts on the glasses and all of a sudden he sees a bunch of shit that he never saw before. So it's alluding me to, like, Travis didn't realize all of his possibilities until Taylor came along. And now Taylor feels like she's being milked for all she's worth. And that everything, again, per usual, is an illusion. But that's what happens when you play this game. So, the booing. Yeah, she feels trapped. It's like, I don't even want to be here and I'm getting booed because I'm supporting something that I don't even want to be a part of. I mean, look at the tomatoes. It's reminding me of like, boo, tomatoes. And it's like, I'm trapped. I don't know how to get out. I feel like I'm in a jail cell. I don't even want this. You're booing me. Try being me. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, but I got to keep a brave face. I got to pretend this is what I want. Yeah, whatever. I'll pretend like I'm fine. I don't think Taylor's fine. I don't think she's okay. Like, I don't think like she's a threat to herself or nothing. This isn't no like Justin Bieber energy. This is just more of like I said earlier, quarter life crisis or however old she is. I think she's also realizing that who she thought was her friends aren't her friends. I think reality is just kind of slapping her in the face a little bit, where it's like, Blake Lively, for instance. That was my best friend. You threw me under the bus, and now I'm fucked. Selena was my best friend. She's pulling away from me. I did a reading on that. Just go through my playlist. I'm losing everyone that mattered. I don't know who I am anymore. Everything I do, I sabotage myself, and I make it worse. It's like a spider getting trapped in its own web. It's like I've orchestrated everything so perfectly, but none of it was ever me to begin with. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we know the real Taylor. I think in the very, very beginning, because I'm being drawn all the way back to when Kanye embarrassed the shit out of her, I think she was this sweet, sensitive, naive girl. But I think she had to, like, you know, grow a pair to be super famous. But I don't think that we know who she really is, because honestly, she feels very blah. She kind of reminds me of like an energy vampire where she's not happy, so she's constantly searching externally to find that. So it's like, even though she wants something new, it's really hard to train your brain out of chaotic energy and into stillness and peace and calm if chaos is all you know. And when we've seen these celebrities, it's always chaos. It's always conflict. That's the shit that sells. That's the shit that the brands want. So it's like she feels like she's caught between a rock and a hard place, because it's probably her team going, but no, you should stay with him. And I feel like they got business deals. Like, this would be like, let's say Taylor's producer is best friends with the guy who runs NFL. I don't know any of this shit, y'all, so bear with me. So we got Bob, who's running Taylor, and then we got Bill, who's running the NFL, and Bob and Bill are besties. They go golfing together and everything. And it's like, you can't break up with Travis but then they're going to bullshit her as to why, and they're pretending it's in her best interest with this frenemies here. And she feels like she's drowning, because it's like, I'm not happy. This is making me miserable. I want to get out. And my only concern with that is because she feels like a ticking time bomb, she might do something crazy, because I keep being drawn to when Britney shaved her head. So, you know how like celebrities will fuck up their labels or do something so that, or, you know, regular people, right? Like, I don't want to quit, so I'll show up late, or I'll do something like, I don't know, petty theft or something so that I get fired. Like, that's kind of the vibe of her energy now. Like, doing something stupid and chaotic so that, you know the saying where it's like, I'd rather apologize than ask for permission? That's kind of the vibe here. It's like, I've already asked for permission. You all aren't listening to me. I'm not happy. So whatever I got to do to get out of this, I'm going to do that. Damn, she is not happy. And she's so reflective on the past right now. Why is Joe popping in my mind? I don't even remember. She's dated so many dudes, I can't keep up. And listen, I did it too in my 20s. I get it. But she's really focused on the past. I feel like there's a couple of exes that might have said something to her, because I keep being drawn to, like, I thought it was my Ariana and Dalton video, but I remember one of the normal men being like, you chase fame. And that's kind of the vibe. I feel like someone has said that to her, where it's like, when is enough enough? And I think she's looking back and she's like, oh my God, why didn't I listen the first time? I'm fucking miserable. I got everything I wanted, and at what cost? One of the exes, at least one, I feel like it might have been Joe, said that to her, and she is like, it's living in her head rent free, like, oh fuck, I was wrong. So I don't know. Is she still into Joe? Do we have any idea that she might be into Joe? I don't even remember. Who is he? An actor? Is he a singer? I don't know. I don't fucking know, y'all. The star card, my fame. Notice how, we're not body shaming here, but notice how we went from big to small, and they're both on bicycles. She's thinking about her future right now. And it's like, I need to cut off the fat. I need to cut off the dead weight. That's definitely Travis. But then it's also like, this girl's headed for a breakdown if she don't think strategically. I think she's strong. I think she could do it. But she ain't happy. And I think this is giving me like revamp energy. I mean, you know how she always does things in like eras? Like it's kind of giving me the I can do battle all by myself era, or the I'm going to be alone era until she finds another guy or something. But I just don't buy that she wants to be with Travis. And I think she feels like Travis milked her for all she had. But in reality, it feels like they both were doing that. But again, I see someone behind Taylor, and I don't feel like it's someone we know. Like, this wouldn't be like Scooter or none of that, even though there are a bunch of Scooters here. But I do think Scooter is one of the people living in her head rent-free, where it's like, you people manipulate me. I'm seeing, like, puppeteering, and it's like, for what? Like, I didn't even get what I wanted. Yeah, and this Three of Cups, it always reminds me of, like, we're happy, see? But they're shells of themselves. And I think she's also thinking about all the things she lost. Her friends, right? Like, I think she's thinking about Selena, too. I don't buy that they're on great terms, but I don't feel like Selena's the type to just straight up be like, I don't like you, I'm not gonna fuck with you no more. It's more like Selena kind of like slow ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm busy, I'm with Benny, I can't. Like, it's kind of that. Like, you ever have that issue where, like, there's a friend that's just too toxic and you kind of, like, slowly distance yourself? I feel like people have been doing that to her for a while, and she's starting to realize, maybe I'm the problem. Yeah, I'm hearing her song. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I worry that she might be leaning on vices. Especially with the red flags here. It's like, it reminds me of like numbing to deal with the fact that I can't be vulnerable anymore, and that there's someone calling the shots with that Emperor card. Like a business guy on her team that I swear to God has an in with the NFL. And that's the one that's kind of pushing it. Like, Taylor, no, like, make it work. Like, you're going through a dry spell. It happens. Like, give it some time. Like, there's someone that's pushing the relationship. Because I feel like Taylor, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Hitch, but there's this woman that has a boardroom full of old white guys that get to make decisions on behalf of her money. So I don't know if Taylor has that same situation, but it's almost like she needs to ask permission to do things. And people are not listening. They're like, no, like, we know what to do. You're wrong. It's very, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm big, you're small. And so it's kind of making her teeter. So I wouldn't be shocked if there's like blind items that she's drinking more, partying more, numbing to some capacity, because there's someone in her production that's not letting her be herself, and she's drowning. And honestly, I feel kind of bad, because I think if she had a choice, and if the celebrity wasn't so strong, she would break up with him yesterday. Like, it's not there for her anymore. She has the ick. And I said that, I don't know how many videos ago. The ick just gets stronger. You can't really avoid the ick unless that person evolves. And Travis is just like, ooh, money. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Free Guy on Disney, but there's this like half-created character that doesn't have a fully formed brain yet. And so he's just kind of like jumping up and he's like, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny. That's Travis's energy. And Taylor's just like, what the fuck? I'm a mom. Like, that's how she feels. I'm a mom. This isn't a boyfriend. I have a child. Like, that's the vibe. Where's Travis at, Spirit? He ain't even coming up in here. Money? Bitch. I cannot. Work endeavors? This is my dream. I didn't even realize I could do so much. I do think he's worried about, like, people loving him. He seems like, Libra on the unevolved energy, very aware of when people don't like him. So I do think he does take to heart that some people don't like him. But honestly, like, when you date someone in Taylor's capacity, you're going to have to expect that. I mean, I have 8,000 subscribers. I already get hate comments. So imagine being that far up, you know what I mean? But he loves the money that it comes with. I ask about him and fucking Pentacles come out. He thinks that this can bring him to the top. And I think he would say whatever he needs to keep her around anyway. Like, oh, babe, like, oh, what's the problem? Okay, you want to go out for drinks? You want to, like, anything to keep this relationship. What I'm seeing is, like, a rag being squeezed dry of everything. Everyone wants something from Taylor. She's starting to finally get it, and it's pissing her the fuck off. It's like, I do for you guys. Like, she was a ride or die for Selena, I think. It kind of feels that way. But she's a lot because she's stressed, but she doesn't do anything to fix it. And then people get sick of her shit, and so they push her away, and it's just this awful cycle that she can't seem to get out of. As the Tower card. I don't buy that this relationship's going to last forever. Not if Taylor has a say in it. But my worry is I don't know that she does have a say with that Emperor card there. There's someone on her team, like her producer. I don't know the words for these types of people. But there's someone that's like, no, you can't. Like, you can't break up. Can't happen. No, it's good for your image. And it's also because they got an in with NFL. There's two people that benefit from this. There's someone on the NFL and there's someone on her team. And that's why they don't want them to break up. They're like in cahoots. I could have sworn I saw that card already. Am I losing my fucking mind? Oh, Six of Swords. Okay. Oh, here he is. Yeah, his ego, he just wants to be famous. And I think he's aware that his lack of education compared to her is becoming a problem for her. And I think she also is at a point where she just kind of wants to party with the girls. She just wants to be free. If I were to explain this entire energy of Taylor, it would be when Britney Spears was like, I had enough, and then shaved her head. And then the King of Thoughts has a guy who's bald. I think he knows that he's not enough for her. And again, that doesn't mean that, anyone's not good enough. It's just that we're all in different steps of our journey, right? Like a freshman dating a senior, there's going to be a gap there, right? Like it can be morally wrong, but like also that's kind of the energy. It's like they're just not in the same place. Like it was fun when it was new, but it's giving like Venus and Aries. It's like burn hot, burn fast, burn out. It's done. This relationship has been over, at least on Taylor's end. And I think he knows that, but it's like, I don't want to lose you because I don't want to lose the fame that comes with it. And I've seen how your exes went down. No one's talking about Joe Alwyn anymore. No one's talking about, I don't remember who she dated, y'all. I don't fucking care. I'm trying. The burnout's real. But he's just trying to milk it until it's gone. This is like, let me make you friends with the Mahomes and all them people. Like, he's trying to get her involved. So it's like, don't focus on me. Well, I can reap the benefits of being with you. See, like all the, it's reminding me of like fruits and plants and like growing. So it's like, I'm growing off of your back. And then there's a shell of a person. So I don't think Taylor is okay. But I do think she will snap. Like, it's reminding me of a Sagittarius when their back's against the wall. Like, they're sweet and they're lighthearted, but push them and they'll show you who's boss. Like, so I don't think that Taylor's an underdog, but I do think that she doesn't really get as much of a say in her life as we think she does. She's not happy. Spirit, anything else that people need to know before I wrap this up? Justice. I feel like a mother to him. Yeah, I already said that. Is Joe a water sign? Oh my God. And now I'm hearing the song, Hey, I Heard You Were a Wild One. Sorry, sometimes I need to like, oh, you guys can't even see me. Duh. I'm like putting my head in my hands to like channel because this is very confusing. I feel like she's not over an ex. Because it's giving me like what could have been. Because look at how King and Queen, right? Those are counterparts. I just realized that. And there's a kid on each of them. So it's like, is she not over Joe? Why do I keep being drawn to Joe? Unless there's another ex that I can't possibly think of. Because she's dated a lot of guys. Give me some slack here. But there's something about an ex that she's not over. And I almost wonder if he either, what's his face? Travis. See, he feels so not important when I'm in this energy. I think yeah, I heard him on to you. He knows that she's looking towards the past, thinking about, I almost wonder if they had an argument where she was like, my ex said this and you don't show up like this. And I feel like they've had words and she's thrown an X in his face. I really feel like it's Joe. But then again, if you were to quiz me, I wouldn't know who she dated. I can't freaking remember. But I just can't get Joe Alwyn out of my head. So I feel like it might be him. I could be wrong. It could be a different ex. But there's someone here where it's like, I could have been married by now. I could have been happy. I think this was a guy. One thing I'll tell you, whoever this ex is, he was grounded. He didn't care about fame like that. I do think he was famous, but I don't think he was the type where it's like, that's my identity. It's just, it comes with the territory type of vibe. And I think he wanted like the white picket fence, the family, and like a healthy balance where it's like, I'm famous and I'm doing the things that I love, but then I also have a private life where I'm living my best life. Because look at all these little hearts here. So there's someone where she's like, I can't stop hearing We Could Have Had It All, Rolling in the Deep. A lot of Adele in here. Yeah, and now the song Don't You Remember the Reason That You Loved Me. Is it possible that she's talking to an ex? Like, because this feels like I can't get over an ex. Is Joe a water sign? This is going to bother me. Joe's a Pisces. This is Joe. I was right. Okay, I thought so. And with the moon in between Travis and Joe, Travis knows. I think she's thrown it in his face. I think she gets really pissed off because he acts childish and she feels like a mom to him. And then she flips out and she's like, you know what? I could have had a family by now. I could have been happy by now. You can't even grow up. Like, I think they have words. But I think Travis is the type where it's like, if I lose her, I lose everything. So he'll say what he needs to say to keep her around as long as he can. Again, I think she's starting to realize that people around her don't care about her best interest. And I think Joe might have been someone who did. Or at least he told it like it was. Yeah, because it's reminding me of this indie singer, Sophie Hunter, where she's like, I can't remember the lyrics, but basically part of it's like, and I tell it like it is. So I think she's sick of people playing to what they think she needs to hear, and also people doing things for their own gain. So where is Taylor going to head with this energy, Spirit? So sorry. First of all, the Hierophant is about relationships and it's fucking reverse. So if she has a say in this, she is dumping his ass. She might do it in a nice platonic, oh, we're friends now. It just schedules conflict. Meh, 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 meh. But she thinks he's dumb. I'm sorry. I can't get it out of my head. She doesn't feel like he's an intellectual equal. She feels like I just keep being drawn to like the kid sucking on the tit. It's like you're a man-child. Like, that's the vibe. And with this yoga chick in reverse, when we're talking about her future, I swear it's like she wants to go rogue or something. Like, this is reminding me of how everyone, like, chastises Britney for doing the dancing like no one's watching, doing crazy. Is she? I almost wonder if she's inspired by Britney Spears, because Britney Spears was that girl next door of, like, my generation, whereas Taylor is kind of a mix of my generation and younger. I think she's kind of taken notes, because it's kind of like, well, how did Britney go from this beloved girl next door to being a bad bitch and everyone still loves her? How can I mimic that? Like, I feel like she's pulling from Britney. Shocking. Everybody pulls from Britney. Future, Spirit. Starting something new. This would be like self-care, self-focus. Notice how he's turning away from looking at the camera and turning towards something that benefits him. So I do feel like she might do something that she loves because she loves it. Even if that's making another album, it'll be because she wants to. She's headed towards a phase of, I pick me. And I like that. Yeah, I'm hearing that song. I love me. Gonna love myself, but don't need anybody else. Yeah, work. She might just start another fucking album. Which, cool. Because when you're in this type of emotion, you're going to come up with good lyrics. So I think we might have another album coming. And I think it might be a breakup album or something. And I almost wonder if she's going to make an album where if she doesn't get to leave Travis because her team is in her ear or something, we might get like little tidbits in the album where you kind of get a hint and people will assume that it's about an ex, but it's actually about Travis. Or this might have already happened. She recently, y'all, I do not follow her at all. I'm so sorry. Has she made any songs kind of alluding to like a guy that sucked her dry, that everything that I've already said? Because either she's already told us in a song or she's about to. Or both. Or both. All right. Future Taylor, let's wrap it up, Spirit. This girl's done, dude. She's fed up. She's tired. She don't even want to be in the spotlight anymore. I really think the booing of the Super Bowl kind of was the last straw for her, because it was like, I don't even want this, and now I'm getting hate for it? Oh, hell no. Like, that's the fucking vibe. It's gonna see, my problem with Taylor is that just because she wants to do this doesn't mean she will. She's the type where it's like, especially with the burnout, having Sagittarius literally on the card, she has to lose her head before she leans into her heart. And that's the only concern I have here. It's like snapping will make her move forward. Because with the Knight of Pentacles, that's someone that has no movement at all. Damn near nothing. You're basically at a standstill on the regular card. So my concern is, how long is she going to ride this out until she goes, enough is enough? This feels like a ticking time bomb. I said that already. Yeah, it's like I've invested so much. Does she like, I don't know, because I know some celebrities have people run their shit for them. I feel like she spends late nights where she reads like all the hate shit about her. And it's like, why am I even doing this? Like, I think that she spirals with that mutable energy. It's not shocking, but she's having a hard time. I actually feel kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. And with all this green, I really think that her heart hurts, because it's like, I'm not happy. Like, the energy's bad. Hold up. Dude, shut up. Look at this. These were under the bell, and for some reason I felt the need to use it. Accept who you are in this moment, but acknowledge who you want to become. She's really getting into this. Who am I? Who do I want to be? How do I make it happen? And then remember how I was talking about this card right here, where it's like looking away from the camera, looking into something that benefits me. And then look, nature teaches us harmony. So I think she's getting into this place where it's like, I want to focus on myself, and I don't care who that impacts. But the only problem is I see a tug of war between her and the people that manage her money because they make money off her back. It's a lot. We've seen this, right? With all of these celebrities. If you have a group of people controlling your money and they don't like how you want to move, they're going to try to force you not to go that route. But Taylor, she's headed for a burnout and a snap. Like, I would not be shocked that if she can't get out of this relationship because there's some deal going on between like a producer and an NFL guy, she might snap and have a moment where it'll probably be epic. Like, it'll definitely be all over the media, but then they might hang her out to dry because it's not what they want. It feels like her business company, whatever the fuck, whoever runs her, feels more like parents that are trying to control her life. And she's not okay. Six of Pentacles. She wants out of something, not just the relationship. I don't know how these... Spirit, can you explain this to me? Isn't there something where like they give you an advance on a contract and then you have to make that money back, but then it's also like there's something about contracts here where it's like I can't get out of it and I want out. Or at least I want it changed, and they're not giving her any leeway to be who she wants to be. Four of Swords, she feels rejected. She wants to nurture herself right now. She wants to be alone. Yeah, and everybody around her gaslights the fuck out of her, so she feels like she's going crazy. Honestly, I feel a little bit sorry for her. I don't know why, but I feel the need to like pull from the middle of the deck. She wants to get into her masculine energy and tell everybody to fuck off. It's reminding me of Sabrina Carpenter when she sang Sue Me. Like, okay, fucking sue me. I don't care. You know how she went real hard about the Scooter Braun thing and the rights to the music? I think she's getting into this place where it's like, I fought before, I can fight again. Yeah, a dose of realism. What else? Page of Wands. I'm gonna snap. She's headed towards a snap. I'm a little nervous. We might get to see it though, so that'll be dope. This would be like writing an Instagram post where she's like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Like, I don't remember how it went down with Scooter and everything, but if she spoke out before, I think we're about to see her do it again. It's definitely reminded me a lot of Britney Spears when she finally spoke out and said, hey, by the way, I'm being controlled. Like, that's kind of the same energy here. So I'm interested to see what happens. Let me know what you guys know because I'm really confused. It feels like, first of all, Travis's energy is barely in here. This deck is very difficult, which tells me that everybody in her life is making her life difficult. And I just feel like Travis is just like, I'm just going to ride this until she leaves me. Like, that's kind of the vibe. Like, hold on real quick. Hold on. I do this every time. Travis, Spirit. Pride, ego, arrogance, wanting to be in the spotlight. Also burnt out. Why? Trying to please her because he knows that she doesn't want to be with him. You know when like someone wants to leave you, so you're trying twice as hard because you're not ready to let go? I kind of feel like that's where Travis is at right now. Yeah, hangman, don't let go. Did I not just say that? Like, I'm literally just doing this. I'm just pulling from the middle of the deck. Hold on. But you're going to have to eventually. Those are major arcanas. Look at all the major arcanas coming out. Because he's not wearing the pants. She is. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. I don't know why there's rumors about an engagement. Maybe that's his move. Maybe it's like when she goes, oh, I don't want this anymore, he tries something else to appease her. So maybe that's it. But it feels like Travis isn't even in here, bro. Like, he's not. Taylor's going, what do I want long term and how do I get there? So I'm going to leave it here, besties. thekarmicdf.com if you want to be put on the wait list. If you're seeing this in the future, you could just book a reading with me. Don't forget to watch till the very end because I made something spectacular. I love it. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. And let me know what you guys know. Do we have any rumors or anything about her not being over Joe Alwyn? Because his energy was really heavy in this reading and Travis was not, and I didn't expect that. So I'm going to leave it here, besties. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok if they still got it. Don't forget to leave this video a like. Comment down below anything, even if it's just an emoji. I appreciate it so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoy the outro. Love you guys so much. See you in my next video.
Life's complicated, we all have our faults. The more we are separate, we close off our hearts. Vulnerability and we can't connect. Lean on our vices to try and forget that we're only human, we all want the same. Egos and pride differ when we're to blame. Now you're alone and it's asking God why. Imagine what happened if we simply tried. If we simply tried. If we simply tried.